Hey, 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 welcome to your Capricorn horoscopes for the week ending August 5th. July is over. We're moving into August. The Venus retrograde is still going. We have that until September 4th. And we are skirting in here before the next Mercury retrograde, which is taking place in a few weeks here. But I can't say that it's not going to affect you. I won't say that. But I will say that because it is an earth sign Mercury retrograde, it might be a little bit more useful to you guys than it is to other people who are not earth signs, unfortunately. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't be that big of a deal. We do have Pluto, of course. We continue to have Pluto in Capricorn, still on the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius, barely. It is 28 degrees. So you Capricorns, unfortunately, is in Capricorn, so it's going to affect you nonetheless. And Pluto's influence is on the home, and in some cases, being unable to make changes in the home. But Pluto is also there's a little bit of a challenge at the beginning of the week when the sun is in opposition with Pluto, and this is really going to be, I think, the big deal for you guys. Honestly, the big challenge for you guys. It's the only challenge that you have, and it's over by the end of the week. When you have an opposition between the home and career, which is where the sun's placement is, it does throw one of those wrenches into what it is that you're trying to do. So, for instance, the best example I can give is a woman or a man, okay, a parent with children that they're responsible for at home. You got to make money, you got to take care of the kids. You're constantly being pulled back and forth between the two places. So I feel like the way this is going to play out for you guys really is you have a lot of things to focus on at work, but you have a lot of things outside of work that are a little bit more personal that keep pulling that energy away from making that money. And we all know for you Capricorns, it's all about making that money, right? I mean, there's no point in living if you're not making that money. This is frustrating, but it doesn't have to be as frustrating as it could be. I think that's really what we want to look at here. We can manage the frustration as much as we can by being present wherever it is that we are in the moment. Yes, you could be at work getting phone calls and getting distractions and things like that. It happens. It happens all the time. That's fine. If you're still thinking about the distraction an hour later when you should be working, that's not fine. And that's what we're talking about here. The other thing that I feel is really important about this opposition is to really pay attention to whether or not these distractions are distractions that really are your responsibility or not. I feel like growing up with a Capricorn grandmother, she was always there for us. She still is. I mean, as much as she possibly can. She's always there for us. And we were a big, huge distraction to her. We didn't necessarily get in the way of her working very often, but it happens from time to time. She had a son that was very sick. She had to take a lot of time off of work to take care of him. And then she always worried about whether or not she's going to make the rent or make the bills or this or that or what have you. I think the Capricorn worry is really what's getting in the way here, because worrying takes place not just when you're dealing with the situation, but outside of the situation, where you're done with the situation and you're still sitting there worrying about it. And if you ask my grandma, if her worrying over her son's health had any effect on him and his health, the answer is no, it didn't. It was what it was. He died. It was unfortunate. She lost a child. He was a grown man, but that's besides the point. Nobody should have to deal with that. I hope you guys can't hear that ridiculously loud helicopter, but if you did, I apologize. Nobody should have to deal with that, but it's a part of life. And it's something that in all rights could have broke her, but she just kept on going because that's what Capricorns do, right? because there was other people that were relying on her to, for a home to live, for all these different things. The good news is that outside of that, Pluto's focus or Pluto's aspects with Uranus, the grand sextile with Uranus and Neptune continues this week. This is a very big, very helpful aspect where these planets are working together for a common cause. And Uranus is focused on finances. Now we're talking Capricorn's language here. And Neptune's focus is right there on the cusp between your day-to-day schedule and those you love. Now, here's the thing about Capricorns that most people don't think about. Capricorns never ask for help. I have never known a Capricorn to ask for help. That's probably not true. I probably just lied. They don't like asking for help. My grandmother is 90 years old, and I minimally help her because she won't let me do it most of the time. So whatever I can help with, I do. The rest of it, I allow her to do as long as she can do it safely, right? The point is for you Capricorns is that when things get overwhelming, don't try and take it on all by yourself. You've got people to help you, and they're not going to just get up and help you unless you ask them. I know there's this whole thing going on in the world where people are just like, I don't understand why these people can't see that I need help. Well, you're not asking, okay? And until you ask, it's just not going to happen, okay? Especially because if you're the type of Capricorn that I think you are, you have already trained everybody around you to believe that you're Superman, Superwoman, super whatever you want to identify as, and you don't need any help. So they're definitely not going to offer it up unless you ask for it. So take some of the pressure off yourself. Let somebody else take the responsibility for once, if that is a thing that you can do. So that's what I have for you guys this week. If you love your horoscopes, please do click the link below and send me a coffee. I so enjoy that appreciation of the horoscopes. And you guys are going to make it a great week. I know you are, because you're awesome. So you guys have a great week. I will see you guys next week. Take care, everybody.